We're here backstage at the Gettysburg Bluegrass Festival with Chris Luquette, and Chris, you're here with Frank Solivan today.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about, you've got a busy week coming up.
Sure do. Yeah, playing Gettysburg today with Frank at Dirty Kitchen. Tomorrow, actually, I'll be playing Gettysburg as well with Tim Finch and his wife Savannah and the Eastman String Band. They do some really cool original music. And then after that show is done, driving out to Cumberland, Maryland, and start teaching at the Delfest Academy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week. And then as soon as that's done, Thursday, fly out of Washington, D.C. all the way to Anchorage, Alaska. And then boom, 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 gigs next weekend in Anchorage area. So busy. Yeah, it's one word.
Now, but in addition to playing with Frank, you play a lot by yourself and with some other people. But tell us a little bit about your own stuff and what you have going on.
Yeah, I mean, I started kind of a new project, and haven't been doing too much with it just because I've been so busy. But I have a solo record that I recorded about a year and a half ago in late 2016. And it's been a big process to try and get that out just because I've been so busy traveling and playing so much. But as I get openings, I try and do some of those gigs. We just did a couple of shows, one in Northern Virginia and DC and then New York City with some pals that I know from New York City. But probably won't be again till the fall till I can do that just because so much has been going on. And in addition to Frank and the band and actually doing some stuff this summer as well with Tim Finch and Eastman String Band, also been playing with Gina Close a lot lately. She's a great banjo player from the Winchester, Virginia area. And so we've got a couple of shows coming up in June this year. So lots going on. Bouncing wherever I can play.
And our friend Vance Skidmore is involved with Marty Doherty and B-Chord, so maybe mention you and Mike have something coming up.
Yeah, we were invited to the Dynamic Duo series at the B-Chord Brewery. That's June 21st. Yes, June 21st. I gotta think about that. And Mike Munford is gonna be my duo partner on that. And we haven't quite talked about what we want to play, but I'm really excited already to just, because him and I sit backstage at these festivals all the time and just mess around with ideas and songs and sing together and play together, and it's a lot of fun. So we'll see what happens. Yeah.
You're originally from Seattle, and we always think Seattle is the grunge capital, but what's the bluegrass scene like in the Northwest?
It is grungy. No, it's great. Bluegrass in Seattle is really strong. There's the Wintergrass Festival, which is 4 days indoors. It's huge. All sorts of great bands. And it's kind of where I started playing a lot and meeting a lot of people and doing a lot of jamming. But there's summer festivals. I remember once I really started getting into the bluegrass scene, going to festivals all over the state of Washington and Oregon. And always something going on. There's some great bands and great players coming out of Seattle. It's fun. There's not as much bluegrass there as, say, in certain parts of Tennessee or Kentucky or whatever, but there's more there than other places too. It's really healthy. It's a great scene.
And now you're based now in an area that a lot of people don't think of as a bluegrass hotbed, but talk a little bit about the New York City bluegrass scene.
Yeah, so in about the last year I've been hanging in New York City, mostly in Brooklyn, and that's kind of been a part-time thing, which is really interesting because a lot of people, it's one of those cities where you can kind of get plugged into a scene and never really have to leave. I'm so used to traveling that it's never stopped for me, but if I have some time off, I like going there just because there's always some great jams going on. In Manhattan, there's a great session on Monday nights at a place called Mona's. It's a really great bluegrass session. It starts about 10 and just goes until people can't pick anymore, And there are some great gigs to be had. In fact, when I did a couple of solo gigs a few weeks ago, I played with a great bass player, Larry Cook, a great banjo player, Ellery Marshall, that are both living in New York. And I haven't made a permanent home there, but I love being there. It's that electric vibe. You just kind of land in that concrete jungle and you're like, oh, there's something here. And you can kind of feed off that energy musically. Last night, before I drove to here, I was at a Cajun music festival in Brooklyn. And there were all sorts of people there I didn't know. And a few of them even knew me because of the band and the cross-pollination of festivals and music and whatnot. So it's really great. Super fun.
All right. So thank you very much. We appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you down
All
there.
right, cheers.